Apa? Kue tiao.
Ya. Oke.
Dek, Papa videoin.
Bagian deh Harvey.
Ya mama. Ya.
Mau potongin.
Takut.
Nih.
Yuhu.
Ini ada meatballsnya.
Midul.
Meatball. Makannya yuk.
Mama.
So the cathedral is well under construction, reconstruction. You get a good look from that from the top. Remember here as a bridge of remembrance. All those other people who perished in that terrible event. On a happier note, this brings us round to Council number 4, Riverside Market. Statue was carved by his widow in memory of her husband who perished on the ice. Happy story is the reconstruction of
Yeah, it's got G-A-Y-S-A. Yeah, I was because I couldn't tell if it's going guys or dads.
Saya yakin nggak mau bawa jaket. Pakai jaketnya ya. Ya. Ambil aja, bawa aja.
Okay, cool. So we've got two families. He also has quite a high survival rate. So Chris, what is it now? 100% today, but I've only done one other ride, so we'll see how we get on. Yes, his survival rate yesterday was rather low. We don't talk about that, James. But yeah, welcome to the Avon River, everybody. As James had a quick point, my name is Chris. Be quiet. So the first site on our tour is the lovely old boat sheds. The integral boat sheds were built in 1882, which makes them 141 years old. They're a heritage building for New Zealand and one of the oldest commercial buildings in the Southern Hemisphere that's still used for its intended purposes. So they're built as boat sheds for people to hire out boats from, and people can still do it. Now there would have been a number of these sheds all around Christchurch for hiring out boats, but like stations on the river. The integral boat sheds is the only one that still remains. It's a pretty important building as far as the history of Christchurch goes. Now, our river is starting to clear up after the flooding we had last night. You wouldn't even think it was the same day. Now, our river is normally very clear, and it's due to the river being a spring-fed river. So all this water is coming up out of the ground. It's mostly snow melting from the mountains, so it's never really that warm. It's about 10 degrees Celsius all year round. But the water is filtered clean by the rocks, and it's usually crystal clear by the time it comes out. It's about 10 degrees Celsius all year round. But the water is filtered clean by the rocks, and it's usually crystal clear by the time it comes out about 6 kilometres upstream. In an area of Christchurch, the building didn't really take that much damage at all. The landing out the front of the building took all the damage. It was warped into place by the earthquakes, and the landing out the front had to be ripped up and replaced. So yeah, it's a bit of an old view, which was good, I suppose. It's worth it for the view. Okay, so welcome to Hagley Park, everybody. Has anybody had a walk through the park and gardens before?
Not yet.
Not yet? No? Everybody's visiting Christchurch then? Yeah, cool. Whereabouts from? Just out of curiosity.
From Indonesia.
Indonesia? Yeah?
Perth, Western Australia.
Oh, Perth. Cool. I'm originally from Timaru, which is just down the coast. Cities, beaches or islands, and those type of parks do get very, very large. But on the other hand though, inner city parks are surrounded by the city on all sides. From what I've been told, if you want 18 holes, you do your first 6 holes again. They didn't tell us why they stopped at 12, okay? I don't know. There is lots of other sporting fields though. There's a tennis club. Now this tree is one of our favourite parts on our tour because it's considered lucky, okay? Because this is the favourite spot for everybody to propose marriage on our boats, okay? So this tree is considered lucky, okay? So if you can touch a tree or a leaf falls on you, it's supposed to be good luck, okay? So it's a bit of a local tradition, okay? Now this tree is roughly the same age as the boat sheds. It's about 140 years old. So it kind of gives you a rough idea of how old the boat sheds are. It would have been a sapling, this tree, when they were built. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting old tree. Now we've got lots of ducks that live underneath this tree as well. The majority of the birds you do find on the river will be mallard ducks, and they're incredibly common. You can find mallard ducks pretty much anywhere in the world as well. He's the largest living tree by mass in the world. You can look it up on Google later on, okay? Our tree is only about 130. Yeah, give James a round of applause for staying dry today. Well done, James, you're dry today. Woo!
Kind of. I may have fallen. No, I'm kidding. I haven't fallen in yet. Doing well.
There's always still time.
Yeah, there's always time to fall in.
One of the most recognisable fellas we ever had on the boat was Yao Ming, the Chinese basketball player.
Oh wow.
Well, mostly because he's one of the tallest people in the world. He's like 7'6.5" tall. When he came out on our boat, we took him out on the Queen Liz, and we actually had to remove his seat to get his legs in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he actually took up 2 rows.
Wow.
So yeah, he's 7'6.5" tall. Yeah, he's huge. Like I'm 6 foot tall. I'm taller than most people. But yeah, he just towered over us by about head and shoulders. It was crazy. I actually saw the original work. Now another little fun fact I can tell you about the boat sheds is the green stripes on the building are made up from broken down York.
Raven's Car House there, the relatively new private art gallery and museum, donated donated to Christchurch by the Wakefield family in the last year or two. And the lovely dining hall of Christ College back to the 1850s and mid-19th century buildings through there. North Hagley Park, huge area of city parkland. You can easily walk around there. It's a huge
Itu jadi punya dedek. Ya.
Enak adek. Mau minta ya? Kenapa? Bagilah dikit ya. Suapin? Hah? Nanti habis.
Nanti apa?
Pipis apa? Apa?
Nanti papa jelasin, tunggu.